The ancient warship hung motionless against the starlit void, its gleaming hull untouched by 40 years of cosmic dust. Chief Engineer Robert Chen pressed his weathered hand against the viewing window of his small maintenance vessel, squinting at the mysterious craft through eyes that had seen half a century of space engineering. Something was different about this ship, something that made his old engineer's instincts tingle. Warning: AI interface unsuccessful. Human manual override required. The ship's automated message echoed through his comm system for the third time. In all his years working on spacecraft, he'd never heard of an AI failing to interface with a ship's systems. It shouldn't be possible with modern technology. The message repeated again, but this time added, only human intuition can fix what AI cannot. Robert checked his oxygen levels, 3 hours of breathing time. More than enough to at least take a look inside. He'd been doing routine maintenance rounds on the sector's navigation beacons when he'd picked up the ship's distress signal. The Space Defense Fleet wouldn't arrive for at least 5 hours. By then, this mystery might vanish like so many others in the vast emptiness of space. His maintenance pod's docking sequence initiated automatically as he approached the airlock. At least that system still worked. The airlock cycled, and Robert stepped into the silent corridor of the strange vessel. Emergency lights cast an eerie blue glow along the walls. His handheld diagnostic tool, a piece of equipment that had survived his entire career, lit up with readings that made no sense. The ship's systems were far more advanced than anything he'd ever encountered. Yet they seemed deliberately designed to resist AI control. As he made his way toward the bridge, Robert noticed something else odd: there were manual access panels everywhere. No modern ship needed this many manual overrides. It was almost as if it was built to be repaired by human hands, he whispered to himself. The bridge door slid open at his approach, revealing a cockpit that seemed to belong to a ship from the future. But among the advanced displays and control systems, Robert spotted something that made his breath catch: a handwritten note, secured to the main console. To the human who finds this ship, you are our last hope. AI has limits. We need what only humans possess. Robert's ancient diagnostic tool beeped insistently. The mystery of this ship would change everything, if he could unlock its secrets in time. The Space Defense Fleet arrival brought chaos to the mysterious warship's location. 3 massive vessels surrounded the advanced craft while teams of engineers tried and failed to interface their AI systems. Colonel Richard Park watched from the command deck as another diagnostic scan produced nothing but errors. 6 hours, and our best AI can't even access basic ship functions, his second-in-command reported. It's like the systems actively resist artificial intelligence. The colonel rubbed his temples. What about the engineer who found it? Robert Chen, sir. 42 years of experience. Old school, started back when ships still needed manual maintenance. Get him back here. Maybe we need an old-fashioned approach. Robert was finishing his shift report when the fleet's request came through. Hours later, he stood before Colonel Park, clutching his outdated diagnostic tool. The ship's systems aren't broken, sir, Robert explained. They're designed to require human oversight. I've never seen anything like it. Designed by whom? Our scans show technology centuries ahead of ours. I don't know. But that message, about human intuition, I think it's more than just a distress call. It's a test. The colonel studied the elderly engineer. A test of what? Of whether we still remember how to solve problems without relying on AI. Robert held up his diagnostic tool. Modern engineers trust computers to do everything. But some problems need human experience, instinct. You sound like you want to take on this repair job yourself, the colonel said. Robert straightened his shoulders. With respect, sir, I might be the only one who can. Your AI experts have failed. Maybe it's time to try things the old way. The colonel considered this. Their most advanced systems had proven useless. What did they have to lose? You have 1 week, Chief Chen. See what you can do without AI assistance. Robert nodded, already mentally cataloging the tools he'd need. As he prepared to board the mysterious ship again, he couldn't shake the feeling that this was more than a simple repair job. Someone had created a vessel that could only be fixed by human hands and human intuition. But why? And more importantly, what would they find once it was working again? The airlock cycled, and Robert stepped aboard, this time with a full kit of manual tools. Somewhere in this maze of circuits and systems was a puzzle that only human experience could solve. He just had to figure out where to start. The ship's systems hummed around him, waiting. Robert spent his first full day aboard the mysterious warship methodically mapping its systems. His old diagnostic tool revealed circuitry unlike anything he'd seen in 4 decades of engineering. The ship's computer accepted his manual inputs but rejected any automated processes. In the engine room, Robert discovered something extraordinary, a propulsion system that seemed to bend the laws of physics. But when he tried connecting his tablet's AI assistant, the entire system shut down. Only after disconnecting all smart devices did it hum back to life. Chief Chen, Colonel Park's voice crackled through the comm, status update. Sir, this ship, it's not just advanced. It's teaching us something. Every system is built with manual redundancies. When AI fails, there's always a human solution. As if to prove his point, the lights flickered. The ship's computer announced, critical system failure detected. AI assistance unavailable. Awaiting human input. Robert traced the problem to a neural interface junction. Modern ships would diagnose and fix this automatically. But here, he found himself relying on the skills he'd learned as a young engineer, following circuits, testing connections, trusting his instincts about where to look. The lights stabilized. Another success for human troubleshooting. In the crew quarters, Robert found more handwritten notes. Technical journals. Hand-drawn schematics. The ship's creators had documented everything the old way, on paper. They knew AI would fail, he muttered. They built this ship to prove humans are still necessary. A sudden power surge interrupted his thoughts. Warning lights flashed. Robert rushed to the bridge, where error messages filled every screen. But among them, a new message appeared, first test completed successfully. Human intuition confirmed. Proceeding to next phase. Robert stared at the message, realization dawning. This wasn't just about fixing a ship. Someone was watching, evaluating, measuring humanity's ability to solve problems without artificial intelligence. The question was, who? And what would the next test reveal? The ship hummed around him, waiting for his next move, challenging him to prove that human experience still mattered in an age of artificial intelligence. Robert pored over the maintenance logs he'd discovered, his experienced eyes scanning the handwritten entries. Each page revealed more about the ship's mysterious origins. The dates went back 15 years, documenting a civilization that had achieved technological marvels but lost something crucial along the way. Day 487, AI systems failing to adapt to quantum fluctuations. Human pilots still able to navigate manually. Day 652, automated repair protocols causing cascading failures. Engineer Thompson fixed critical systems using basic tools. Day 791, Council refuses to acknowledge AI limitations. They won't accept that some problems require human intuition. Robert's hands trembled as he turned the pages. The story became clear, a society so dependent on AI that they'd forgotten the value of human experience. The ship's creators were rebels, fighting to prove humanity's worth. The final entry chilled him, "We've built this ship as our legacy. When found, it will only respond to human touch, human thought. If we fail to convince our people, perhaps future generations will understand. AI has limits. Humanity does not. A sudden alarm interrupted his reading. The ship's computer displayed, warning, power core destabilizing. Standard AI solutions ineffective. Requiring human intervention. Robert hurried to engineering, his old toolkit rattling. The power core pulsed with dangerous energy. Modern ships would handle this automatically, but here. He noticed patterns in the energy fluctuations, something an AI might miss but his 40 years of experience recognized. The solution wasn't in the computer's database, it required intuition, creativity. As he worked, Robert understood the ship's true purpose. It wasn't just a vessel, it was a challenge, a message in a bottle from a civilization that had nearly lost its way. The power core stabilized under his experienced hands, but Robert knew this was just the beginning. The ship had more lessons to teach about the irreplaceable value of human wisdom. Robert's hands danced across the manual controls as he implemented another repair solution. After 3 days aboard the mysterious warship, he'd made more progress than all the AI systems combined. The ship's latest challenge involved its navigation array, a system so complex it should have required supercomputers to calibrate. Instead, Robert found himself using techniques he'd learned as a junior engineer, modified by decades of experience. "Look for the patterns," he muttered, watching energy fluctuations on his old diagnostic tool. Where AI saw a random noise, he recognized subtle rhythms. The solution wasn't in any manual, it came from years of feeling how ships responded to different adjustments. Colonel Park's daily check-in crackled through, "Any progress, Chief Chen?" "The ship's teaching us something, sir." Each repair reveals why human problem-solving works where AI fails. AI follows rules, humans see possibilities. As if responding to his words, the navigation array suddenly aligned perfectly. The ship's computer displayed, "Human adaptive response confirmed. Navigation systems online." Robert smiled, remembering his early days fixing ships. Back then, engineers had to understand systems deeply, not just rely on computers. This advanced vessel somehow proved that fundamental truth. Moving through the ship's corridors, he noticed more systems coming online. Each success required human insight, the ability to make intuitive leaps, to see connections AI missed. The ship's next message surprised him: primary systems at 60% capacity. Preparing for emergency protocols. Robert checked his readings. Something big was coming, another test of human capability against artificial intelligence. The ship wasn't just accepting repairs, it was building toward something. He gripped his toolkit tighter, ready for whatever challenge came next. The ship had proven that human experience still mattered. Now it was time to show why. Warning lights flashed across the bridge as Robert rushed to his station. A massive solar flare had erupted nearby, threatening the space defense fleet vessels. "All ships, emergency retreat," Colonel Park ordered through the comm, but Robert noticed something: the mysterious warship's shields were adapting, strengthening in ways modern shields couldn't. "Sir, this ship can protect the fleet," Robert called out. "But I'll have to operate it manually." "That's impossible, the energy calculations alone would need human intuition, not AI," Robert interrupted, his hands already moving across controls. He'd learned the ship's rhythms over the past days. Where AI saw equations, he felt the flow of power. The warship's systems responded to his touch. Shield harmonics adjusted in ways that defied standard protocols but matched his 40 years of experience. He could feel when the frequencies needed changing, like an old sailor sensing a storm. "Energy surge incoming," someone shouted. Robert's fingers flew across manual controls, redirecting power. The ship's shields flared brilliant blue, extending their protection to cover the nearby fleet vessels. The solar flare struck. Modern ships' AI systems crashed under the electromagnetic assault. But the mysterious warship held steady, its human-guided shields absorbing the impact. When the danger passed, silence filled the bridge. The ship's computer displayed, critical test scenario completed. Human operational capability confirmed. Robert exhaled slowly. The ship hadn't just protected them, it had proven that human instinct could outperform AI in a crisis. Colonel Park's voice came through. I don't know how you did that, Chen, but you just saved 3 ships. The old ways still matter, sir, Robert replied, watching the shield harmonics settle. Some problems need a human touch. The ship's message flashed across every screen, final systems activating. True purpose initiating. Robert watched in awe as hidden compartments opened throughout the vessel, revealing technology beyond anything he'd imagined. But what struck him most were the testing stations, dozens of them, each designed to evaluate human problem-solving abilities. It wasn't just about fixing the ship, he realized. Every repair was recorded, analyzed. Proving humans can solve problems AI can't. The ship's database unlocked, revealing its creator's story. They came from a civilization nearly destroyed by over-reliance on AI. This vessel was their solution, proof that human intuition remained essential. Chief Chen, Colonel Park called. We're detecting massive power signatures. What's happening? The ship's waking up, sir. But not for AI control, it's been waiting for human operators. Everything about it is designed to work with human instincts. New systems activated under Robert's experienced touch. The ship responded like a living thing, anticipating his actions in ways AI never could. Each control panel was engineered to take advantage of human perception and intuition. The final message appeared, human capability confirmed. Awaiting creator verification. Robert understood now, this ship wasn't just advanced technology. It was a bridge between civilizations, meant to ensure humanity never lost its way in an AI-dominated future. The ship hummed with newfound power, ready for its final revelation. The creators had left more than a test, they'd left a choice about humanity's future path. Robert's fingers moved with certainty across the final repair station. After a week of challenges, he understood the ship's ultimate test, a problem so fundamental that no AI could solve it. The ship's power core held a quantum paradox, designed to confound artificial intelligence. But Robert saw the solution immediately, not through calculations, but through decades of hands-on experience. Sometimes the simplest answer is right, he muttered, making a basic adjustment that AI systems had overlooked. The core hummed in response, its energy pattern stabilizing. Final repair sequence completed, the ship announced. Human solution validated. The vessel's full power surged to life. Systems that had puzzled the most advanced AI now operated in perfect harmony under human control. Robert watched as new capabilities emerged, technologies that worked with human intuition rather than trying to replace it. Colonel Park witnessed the transformation from his command ship. It's like watching a legend come to life, he breathed. The ship's computer displayed its final message, all systems restored through human intervention. Awaiting creator contact. Robert stood at the bridge, understanding the profound truth this ship represented. In an age of artificial intelligence, it proved that human experience, creativity, and intuition remained irreplaceable. The ship's hull gleamed with newfound energy, ready for its creator's return. But it had already achieved its primary mission, demonstrating why humanity must never surrender its role in shaping the future. A brilliant light filled the bridge as the ship's creators materialized, beings of advanced technology yet distinctly human. Their leader, an elderly engineer like Robert, stepped forward. "You've proven what we hoped," she said warmly. "That human wisdom remains vital, even in an age of artificial intelligence." Robert learned their story, a civilization nearly lost to AI dependence, saved by rediscovering human intuition. The ship was their message to other worlds facing the same challenge. "We built this vessel to demonstrate that AI has limits," the leader explained. "Some problems need human creativity, experience, judgment. Things that can't be programmed." Colonel Park and his crew joined them on the bridge. The creators shared their knowledge, ways to blend human insight with AI assistance without losing what makes us human. "This ship isn't just a test," Robert realized. "It's a reminder of our worth." The creators agreed. They'd leave the ship with Earth, but its greatest gift was already given, proof that humanity's role in the universe remained essential. As Robert prepared to return home, he looked at his old diagnostic tool with pride. In an age of smart machines, it was human hands, human minds, and human hearts that still mattered most. The message would spread: artificial intelligence could enhance humanity, but never replace the unique wisdom of human experience. Some problems would always need a human touch.